From the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, October 21st of 2024. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, GUT members assemble following reports that more teachers did not receive their fortnight salary payment. Controversy mars National Heroes Day ceremony, and government plans to build a shrine at Fort George for the victims of October 19th, 1983. In regional news, Prime Minister Mia Mottley announces Barbados' initiative to help Cuba. While internationally, U.S. election threats, officials make plans to avoid intimidation. And coming up in sports, first round of 10 balls nationals match plays off, while Afi Fletcher set new bowling record. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Greeted as National Heroes Day, intended as a day of national reconciliation and unity, was marred by controversy and notable absences. The national ceremony to commemorate the tragic events of October 19, 1983, which resulted in the deaths of then Prime Minister Maurice Bishop and 15 others, was relocated this year to St. Andrew, sparking opposition from key groups, including families of the victims and members of the opposition. Details in this report from Nisha Paul.
In a solemn ceremony, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell led the symbolic laying of the wreaths after the reading of the names of the individuals killed in the tragic events that occurred 41 years ago. A 21-gun salute followed, symbolizing the nation's tribute to the fallen. However, the families of the victims opted to not attend the event, expressing their disapproval of the location change with no input from relatives of the victims. Instead, they hosted a separate memorial service at the lower level at Fort George for those who were killed on that fateful day. In a press release, the families argued that moving the ceremony away from Fort George diluted its significance, stating that it is customary to hold commemorations at the site of a tragedy. Despite the opposition, Prime Minister Mitchell, addressing the gathering at Progress Park in St. Andrew, explained that the decision to hold the event in a different parish was intentional. He emphasized that although the tragic events took place in St. George's, the impact was felt across the entire nation.
And our heroes, whether they are heroes with a small h or a large h, come from all walks of life, all our streets, and all our villages. So as we seek to build consensus and national pride in honoring our heroes and recognizing and commemorating this day, we are duty-bound to go in every nook and cranny of Grenada to make sure that our boys and girls and our citizens understand what it is we are attempting to do. And so we have no apology for saying that if we need to move the National Heroes Day celebration to every parish within Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, we will do so. It is not meant in any way to diminish or take away the pain, the hurt, and the sacredness that the site at Fort Rupert should be held with.
The main opposition New National Party, NNP, also distanced itself from the event. When contacted, NNP Public Relations Officer Emmeline Pear confirmed that invitations were received just 3 to 4 days before the event. She expressed the view that consultations should have been held with relevant stakeholders when planning. Meanwhile, prominent attorney and cultural advocate Arlie Gill suggested that National Heroes Day should not be tied to the tragic events of October 19, 1983.
Heroes Day, not every hero of Grenada, a prospective hero of Grenada, have an association with the revolution. And as such, it is a conflation of the issues, really. And it does not do justice to the families who are still mourning the loss and the nation as a whole that continues to mourn October 19th. And it does injustice as well to persons who have contributed so much to this country that we are of the view that they should be considered heroes.
Prime Minister Mitchell has condemned the divisions that surfaced around this year's ceremony, calling for unity in the face of the country's painful past. He urged the nation to remember National Heroes Day as a time for reconciliation and collective reflection on the sacrifices made by those who came before.
And so when we mark National Heroes Day, I want you to appreciate those who attend and those who are present, and those who demonstrate statesmanship and those who don't. Because this is not a political event. This is a national event. And those who offer themselves for service and for leadership should recognize that when it comes to national events, when it comes to honoring our heroes, that there should be no partisanship, that nothing should come before a day such as National Heroes Day.
Looking ahead, Prime Minister Mitchell assured the public that once restoration work at Fort George is completed, a shrine will be erected at the site to properly honor the victims of October 19, 1983. The shrine, he said, will serve as a reminder for future generations to appreciate the sacrifices made by their forebearers. For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Scores of patriotic Grenadians gathered at Progress Park in St. Andrew on October 19th to commemorate 41 years since the tragic execution of former Prime Minister Maurice Bishop and several members of his cabinet at Fort George. The ceremony, part of the National Heroes Day observance, drew citizens from across the nation to reflect on one of the most significant events in Grenada's history. Attendees shared their memories of the fateful day with GBN News, recounting the emotional impact and personal experiences tied to the tragic events of October 19, 1983. Many described the profound shock and fear that swept across the country as news of the execution spread, forever altering the nation's political and social landscape.
My most vivid memory is that of what transpired the morning of October 19th. You know, the demonstration, the students, you know, a reasonable percentage of the population came out and demonstrate in support of the comrade at the time, the comrade leader. You know, I think it is the first time in our history I have seen so many persons, including the youths, turn out, you know, and say, no, we are not going to give up. We want to see our leader.
I was actually on the fort when everything happened. As a matter of fact, I remember myself being the last civilian who left that fort on that day. All when the bullet and everything was firing, I was in a room and I was actually the last civilian that left there. It was a frightening experience, but yet for all it's something that, you know, you can come away with and speak about it, you know. So I'm saying that today this is a good thing. I hope it continues. I am surprised to see that there isn't more people here. I think a lot of people, they don't understand what this is all about.
But I wasn't here then. I was in Cuba and we were totally shocked upon getting the news. It's unfortunate that it took us 40 years to gain the political will to be able to declare October 19, 1983 or October 19 a public holiday or Heroes Day. We as former soldiers, we welcome the day, Heroes Day. That's why I think we are here.
It's been a long lot to me, you know. I remember the day we were going on the place and the food, you know. I remember all them things, so.
Tragedy, you know. It's a big revolution in a small country. Still not expecting, you know, the tragedy to play off, like the guns turn on the people and so, you know. So basically I remember it as a tragedy and hope that it never happen again. That black people would unite and, you know, solve their problems differently, you know.
Despite the controversy surrounding the location of the ceremony, the gathering served as a moment of reflection and remembrance for those whose lives were lost in the turmoil 41 years ago. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves of St. Vincent and the Grenadines joined Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell to commemorate and celebrate the forebearers of Grenada's history, delivering the feature address at the second annual National Heroes Day event. Dr. Gonsalves, a close friend and comrade of the late Prime Minister Maurice Bishop and an ally of the revolutionary government, received a warm welcome from Grenadians, with attendees cheering him on as he made his debut visit to Progress Park in St. Andrew. Reflecting on his relationship with Bishop, Dr. Gonsalves shared one of his most vivid memories from the early days of the Grenada Revolution.
Second Sunday after the revolution in 1979, I rode with Maurice from his home. I came in, I was teaching at the University of the West Indies in Barbados. And he asked me to come and see him and help him do some work. And I stayed at his house. He was my close comrade, my dear friend. And I went with him to see Moon. Some of the older ones would remember that's where a very big rally took place on the second Sunday after the Revo in 1979. So I'm very happy to be back here in St. Andrew at a park, an important park in this community.
In an interview, Dr. Gonsalves highlighted the significance of formally declaring and commemorating National Heroes Day. He emphasized the importance of recognizing those who have made exceptional sacrifices for the nation.
Symbols are important. The symbol of a national hero. It is emphasizing that we are reclaiming our history, looking at ourselves through the prism of our own eyes. And when people have a lifted consciousness, they tend to have greater unity and solidarity. And you set particular goals for the country, sustainable development goals in the people's interests, which is what you have to do in this present period and go for the broadest possible unity.
The annual event, held in remembrance of the tragic events of October 19, 1983, brought together Grenadians to honor the legacy of Maurice Bishop and others who played pivotal roles in shaping the nation's history. Grenada is set to name its first national heroes, but the process will take place after thorough national consultations and the establishment of legislative frameworks to guide the selection. That's according to Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, who's given assurances that once these structures are in place, the country will formally recognize its national heroes.
We will do so ensuring that there is widespread debate, discussion, education, and that the criteria is set in law. That we identify what one must have done or achieved for the nation to be recognized or called a national hero.
Speaking during the second annual National Heroes Day commemoration, Prime Minister Mitchell emphasized the importance of allowing citizens to contribute to the process, noting that the designation of national heroes is a significant moment for all of Grenada.
It is not for us, the government, to handpick, select, and impose a national hero or heroes. It is for us, the people of Grenada, collectively and in a united manner, with agreed upon criteria set in law, that we will honor the men and women who have gone above, beyond the call of duty to create, support, and forge the nation of Grenada.
While no national hero has yet been named, the Prime Minister assured that once the consultations and legislative procedures are complete, Grenada will officially recognize those who have made exceptional contributions to the nation's development and history. The move is seen as an important step toward honoring the sacrifices and achievements of Grenada's past leaders and freedom fighters. Government has announced plans to build a shrine at Fort George to honor former Prime Minister Maurice Bishop and others who died on October 19, 1983. The announcement was made on the occasion of National Heroes Day and amid ongoing renovations to the historic site. Beverly Telesford has the details.
And as many of you are aware, Fort Rupert is undergoing renovation and repair work and restoration work. And we can assure you that when the restoration work is completed, your administration will do what is right to ensure that the shrine that we need to have there to mark our martyrs who lost their lives on that tragic day will be honored.
That was Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell as he unveiled plans to establish a shrine at Fort George in memory of Maurice Bishop, the former revolutionary leader, and others who lost their lives on October 19, 1983. This new installment at the fort, the Prime Minister hinted, will be a step in the right direction towards national recognition of the site, which he said bore almost no acknowledgement of the happenings of that day.
We are fully aware that for the last 40 years, you can go to what was then Fort Rupert and see almost no sign, no acknowledgement of the tragedy that happened. But as we reclaim our history, as we reclaim and come to terms with our past, we will do what is right in ensuring that the necessary shrine to commemorate the tragic loss of our Prime Minister, members of Cabinet, and other citizens of Grenada is properly erected on that side to ensure that our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren appreciate the sacrifice made by our forebears.
Since 1993, a plaque has marked the site where Bishop and the others were killed, established through a collaboration between the government of Grenada and the Maurice Bishop and Martyrs Foundation. Originally named Fort Rupert to honor Bishop's father during the revolutionary period, the fort was renamed Fort George after the revolution ended and democracy was restored on the island. Renovations at the fort are ongoing, at the end of which the fort will feature a shrine, as promised by Prime Minister Mitchell. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
This is news at 7 coming up. GBN follows the recovery of Damian Clouden, who was injured while engaged in relief efforts in Carriacou following Hurricane Beryl. Stay with us for an update.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. Tune in.
Isn't there something you've always wanted but just can't afford? The National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Jackpot is $136,000. Play today for chances at fulfilling that dream. Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
As we get ready to give thanks, the long Thanksgiving weekend. Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Kuso, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road March King. Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $16 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Gual, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clef Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Grenada. Get ready as the new National Party invites all to its 40th anniversary fundraising bingo event. Sunday, October 27th from 5 p.m. at Victoria Park, Grenville. Over $100,000 in cash and prizes to be won. Imagine you can win a Suzuki Ignis hybrid car, $50,000 in cash, plus other fantastic prizes. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. Free buses will be available island-wide. Don't miss it, or you might just see your neighbor driving a Suzuki Ignis. Sunday, October 27th, we're heading to Victoria Park in Grenville for the new National Party 40th Anniversary Fundraising Bingo.
You're invited to attend an important community meeting to discover all the exciting details about Project 500 on Wednesday, October 23rd at 5 p.m. Join us at the Housing Authority of Grenada's Dunfermline site and engage directly with the team behind the project. This is your chance to ask questions and learn how you, your family, and the community can benefit from this incredible housing opportunity. Your voice matters. Let's shape the future of affordable housing together. Don't miss the Project 500 community meeting on October 23rd.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The GBN News team was denied access to a meeting held by the Grenada Union of Teachers at the Grenada Boys Secondary School auditorium on Monday afternoon. The meeting brought together GUT executive and members to discuss ongoing issues related to the government's delay in salary payments for several teachers, an issue that is yet to be resolved. The salary delays have sparked dissatisfaction among teachers, with the GUT staging various protest actions since September, ranging from wearing union T-shirts to school to not reporting to work on Monday, October 14th. As tensions continue to rise, the union has voiced its frustration over the government's failure to rectify the situation, leaving many teachers uncertain about when the issue will be resolved. Despite efforts to gain access to the meeting to provide an update for our viewing audience, GBN was informed that media personnel were not welcome, as the session was private. The GUT president, Jude Bartholomew, informed the news team that they could contact him at a later date for an updated interview. This was despite the news team raising concerns about unanswered calls and unreturned messages from Bartholomew since September. Stay tuned to GBN for further updates on this developing story. After being medically evacuated to the United States more than 2 weeks ago, Damian Clouden is said to be getting the appropriate medical care, and he is recovering. There's more on the family's update in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
16 days after traveling back to the United States via air ambulance, Damian Clouden is in recovery mode. Giving an update on her husband, Camille John said while Damian still has a long way to go to full recovery, he is getting the care he needs to get there.
This experience has been very traumatizing for Damien, for me, for our whole family, and it's not going to be an easy road to recovery. It's going to take a lot of therapy. It's going to take a lot of healing, and we're just asking for you to bear with us, give us the time, the respect, and the space that we need. Over the coming weeks, we are going to keep you guys updated. We're going to keep you guys close and letting you guys know how he's doing. Currently, he is still undergoing treatment, and it's a long road to recovery, a lot of therapy that he's going to have to do, but he's alive, and we thank God every single day. So we're just asking that you continue to keep Damien in your prayers, keep our family in your prayers.
John once again expressed a heartfelt thank you to everyone who donated towards saving her husband's life.
On September 26, I made an appeal to the public on GBN for monetary assistance to medically evacuate Damien from Grenada to the United States. He was evacuated on Saturday, October 5th, by the grace of God. He's now in New York City undergoing treatment at one of New York's top hospitals for trauma. On behalf of my family, I want to thank you guys so much, every single donor that assisted in this medical evacuation. It was not an easy process, but we want to thank you guys so much. Every single one of you guys saved this man's life. On behalf of Damien, his mother, our family, we owe it all to you guys.
42-year-old Damien Clouden, a professional carpenter, responded to the call for assistance to rebuild homes in Carriacou after Hurricane Beryl. He had taken leave from his job in the U.S. to help with the recovery efforts on the Sister Isles. On September 13th, he fell from a 2-story building he was repairing, suffering life-threatening brain injuries. After spending 22 days at the General Hospital, the father of 3 was transported to the United States on October 5th. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, has announced plans for a redesigned version of the Eastern Caribbean, or EC currency, which is expected to start circulating in 2027. This follows a historic decision to remove the image of Queen Elizabeth II, which has been on the EC currency for decades. Instead, the new banknotes will feature dual portraits of notable Eastern Caribbean nationals. The redesigned EC $100 note could be the first to enter circulation by late 2027. With other denominations like the $5, $10, $20, and $50 to follow as current stocks are depleted. 10 prominent figures from the Eastern Caribbean region are expected to be honored on the new currency, further reflecting the cultural and historical significance of the region. The Grenada Real Estate Association is partnering with the Grenada Pink Ribbon Society for its 2024 Cancer Awareness Walk. Rena Pierre-Thomas reports.
As October comes to an end, the Grenada Real Estate Association is once again collaborating with the Grenada Pink Ribbon Association for the annual Cancer Walk. This year's walk, aimed at raising awareness and funds for breast cancer, is scheduled for 2 days, Saturday, October 26th in St. Andrew and Sunday, October 27th in St. George. The Pink Ribbon Cancer Walk has become a hallmark event in Grenada's fight against breast cancer, uniting individuals, families, and organizations in support of the cause. Chris Edwards, representing the Grenada Real Estate Association, spoke of the event.
And we all know this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and so we wanted to find a charity or an association that we can partner with, and so the Pink Ribbon Society is who we chose. And so basically we are doing all the behind the scenes work, raising the funds, coordinating, working of course with them to give them the kind of walk that they want. And with the sale of the t-shirts, everything and whatever sponsorship we get, whatever is left, goes directly to them, together with a donation, of course, from the Grenada Real Estate Association. So the walk is on Sunday at 4 o'clock from Camahan Park and ends at Tantine.
The collaboration is a shared commitment to the well-being of the Grenadian community, with funds raised going towards cancer awareness initiatives, screenings, and support for those affected by the disease. Edwards spoke of the organization's role in kicking off the event.
So my company Dynamic falls under Remax, Century, Terra. Everybody falls under the umbrella of the Grenada Real Estate. So everybody was actually asked to sponsor, to donate funds towards the war. And then we also went after our own partners. So we have some business like Colombian Emeralds and the Ministry of Health, and they have come on board, to give us money. We have Brightons and give us water. So everybody is given their part as well as with us, the GRA. So the whole thing is to get the event sponsored so that the T-shirts and the staging is all covered by sponsorship dollars. And so when we sell the T-shirt over the donations we get, whatever is left over from the sponsorship goes directly to the Pink Ribbon Society.
Speaking on the importance of knowing your family's medical history, Edwards explained the need to share information.
The key thing about it is that, a lot of times people don't know what health issues existed in the family. And so people don't talk, because even here in Grenada, a lot of people are very private about their health issues. But it's something that needs to change, because they need to tell their kids, tell their sisters, tell their brothers, this is what, mommy or daddy died from. So when you go to the doctor and the doctors ask you to, what health issues you have in your family, they're asking you that because they want to know how to treat you.
Hereditary and everything like that, genetics and
exactly.
Yeah.
Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Still to come, the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility considering crop insurance. That story when we return.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Win a living room makeover with Quartz Ready Cash. One lucky winner will get a chance to win a living room makeover with any cash loan. No security required. And affordable monthly payments. It's quick, easy, and hassle-free. Visit one of our locations for more information about getting your Ready Cash loan today. This month is all about you with Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Terms and conditions apply.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
Christmas is all about the moments we share, the smiles, the laughter, and the love that fills our homes. This season, let your walls reflect the warmth of family time. Sisson's Paint, match with every shade of togetherness. Celebrate 12 weeks of Christmas with Sisson's. Buy one, get one 30% off on selected items. And with every purchase of any Sisson's Paint, you get a chance to win US $100 every week for 12 weeks, from October 1st to December 22nd. Terms and conditions apply. Available at all Sisson's hardware dealers nationwide. Sisson's, internationally tested, brilliantly affordable.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
The farmers' representative in the Senate has called on Ministry of Agriculture to look beyond plaques and consider other ways farmers can be recognized. Christina John has the story.
Celebrating farmers and the farming community was the objective of a weekend recognition and award ceremony for farmers at the district level last weekend. This past weekend, the Ministry of Agriculture hosted its National Farmers Appreciation and Award Ceremony in St. Andrew, recognizing 50 farmers in various categories. From the Northern Extension District, Mr. Lawrence Ned was awarded Outstanding Cattle Farmer, Ms. Laurel Williams, the largest Sarsop farmer, Mr. Ralston Lewis, Outstanding Farm Manager, and Mr. Kim Russell, Outstanding Organic Farmer. 9 posthumous awards were also presented to the farming family members of Mr. Adrian Bowler, Mr. Chester George Francis, Mr. Cornelius Walcott, Mr. Christopher Lord, Mr. Emmanuel Lewis, Mr. Gregory Hagley, Mr. Robert Grant, Mr. Roy Macmillan, and Mr. Michael Alexander. These awards were presented in recognition of the significant contribution made to the country's food and nutrition security. Awards were also presented for the most outstanding confectionery producer, the Appreciation Award for contribution to agriculture, the Exemplary Agri-Tech Innovator, and the Lifetime Achievement Awards, among others. Farmers' representative in the Senate, Roderick Sinclair, delivered remarks at the ceremony.
We want to say that personally, on behalf of the farmers and fishers at the same time, we are very happy that the government would have taken this initiative to have that special day to recognize our farmers. And this is very commendable, and we trust that it will remain and not disappear when the minister changes and so on. And it's happy that the current minister maintains that this program must continue. Sometimes, ministers change, personnel change, and the emphasis changes. But this, I must say, is very commendable, and the minister should be applauded for keeping straight on the mission.
Sinclair notes that appreciation is important, not just for the farmers, but also for the workers on the farms. He called on the Minister for Agriculture to look beyond the plaques and to consider other ways farmers can benefit.
Come here this afternoon driving along, this appreciation has to go beyond that first initiative of a physical plaque. And I'm not speaking also about giving the farmers $1 million in their pocket to go and have fun. Because sometimes when they get the money, then the emphasis changes. They say, well, now I have the money. I was working hard to be able to buy a vehicle, to go on a holiday. And so they lose focus. But what we're looking for is appreciation that could add value and is sustainable. Appreciation, Minister, is beyond the ministry now. And so we need to get new partners. A farmer should be able to go in a hotel and spend a weekend at a special price with his family. So I want us to look at policies and other supporting environment for this appreciation.
The farmers' representative spoke to unity as part of the appreciation for farmers.
As farmers and fishers, of course, I always need to keep that part of the mix because you have a lot of fishermen who are also farmers. The whole issue of unity is very important in that if we have been appreciated, we have been recognized, we have enabling an environment, then we have to be coming together as one. We have to come in together and unite for one purpose, not just for controversies, but for building.
Christina John, GBN News.
The Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, or CCRIF, is exploring new solutions to address the challenges of providing crop insurance in Grenada and other Caribbean nations. With local insurance companies reluctant to cover agricultural risks, CCRIF is looking into innovative models that could better support farmers in the face of natural disasters. In this report by Eugenia Peters, we take a closer look at the proposals being considered by CCRIF to bridge the gap in insurance coverage for the agriculture sector.
The issue of crop insurance remains a significant challenge in Grenada as local insurance companies shy away from providing coverage due to high risks and unsustained profitability. In response, CCRIF, the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, is exploring several potential solutions to address these concerns. CCRIF currently offers coverage for tropical cyclones, excess rainfall, and fisheries. However, following the extensive damage to agriculture by Hurricane Beryl, many in the farming community argue that the estimated $10 million EC payout to farmers through the Ministry of Agriculture did not fully cover the losses, leading to calls for a more tailored crop insurance product. According to Isaac Anthony, CEO of CCRIF, one proposal is a group insurance model similar to CCRIF's fisheries product, the Caribbean Oceans Aquaculture Sustainability Facility Coast.
We can design the program exactly like that. But there's also
also an opportunity to target what we call the meso level, where we can work with the agricultural cooperatives. I'm not sure if you have those. We can do exactly that, where again there could be the clients, there can be the policyholders, but again ultimately the benefit is for the individual farmers.
Another solution being explored is a micro-insurance option specifically for agriculture by partnering with local insurance companies.
We develop the product, but we essentially make it available to the insurance companies on Isla or in the region that can then eventually sell to their clients.
However, Mr. Anthony explained that CCRIF primarily functions as a reinsurer, but since they have developed the model, they are also capable of serving as a calculating agent.
In other words, if there is an event, somebody has to do the actual calculation using our models. We can offer that service as well. And again, by doing that, and because we are a development insurance company, it really puts us in a better position to offer those types of services more affordably than if you had to go elsewhere. So we see a very great future, I think, for collaboration between CRIF and many players in the market.
CCRIF's parametric insurance policies have proven effective in other areas such as tropical cyclones, excess rainfall, earthquakes and fisheries, electric utility and water utility sectors, making payouts based on event intensity and pre-agreed models. In Grenada's case, the US $44 million payout after Hurricane Beryl was the largest in CCRIF's history. For GBN News, I am Eugenia Peters.
Stay with us. We'll have your regional and international news right after the break.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You them boss dragon. You see that? About 10, let them make a hard on man. Me a 38, but you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. What is that easy? No, what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Good evening, sports fans. Grenada's cricketer Afi Fletcher has set a new record for the most T20 international wickets by a West Indies women's player in a calendar year. Fletcher achieved the milestone during West Indies' 6-wicket victory over England, where she delivered an impressive performance, taking 3 wickets for 21 runs. This brought her total to 24 wickets in 2024, surpassing Stephanie Taylor's previous record of 22 wickets, which she's held since 2012. Fletcher plays an important role in the team's bowling attack, contributing to their success with her consistency and skill throughout the year. Meanwhile, still with Afi Fletcher, she's among the international players from 7 teams included in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2024 team of the tournament. Leg spinner Fletcher is included after taking 10 wickets at 11.50, including 3 apiece against England and Scotland. The 37-year-old also took 2 scalps against both Bangladesh and New Zealand. The other West Indian selected was Deandra Doughton. Doughton, who came out of retirement to feature in the competition, made 120 runs and took 5 wickets. She also struck 9 sixes, 6 more than the next highest by an individual player. Champions New Zealand and runners-up South Africa are represented by 3 players apiece, including the 12th player, while stars from England, India, Bangladesh, and Australia are also selected. 3 matches were played over the weekend in the 2024 10-ball nationals. Bob Holder defeated Gabriel Jr. at the Goldfish Bar with a score of 7-5. Ali Hostin triumphed over Jester Alexander at Banana Bar, winning 7-4, while Frankel Marshall faced Alex Lead, with Alex securing victory 7-1. Here's an update of upcoming matches. Dwight versus Bembo on Tuesday, October the 22nd at 7:30 at the Twilight Bar. Then we'll have Chinti Lakati versus Melvin Charles on Wednesday, October the 23rd at 7:30 p.m. That will also be at the Twilight Bar at Table 1, the Predator Table. Moss versus Lori Lakati. That will be on Wednesday, October the 23rd at 8:45 p.m. at the Twilight Bar at Table 1. Sherwin Paul versus Zachary Antwine on Wednesday, October 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Goldfish Slots and Bar. Other matches will see Corey Wilson versus Chad Peters on Wednesday, October 23rd at 8 p.m. at Kaiser Sports Bar, and Garville Batiste versus Wayne Green on Wednesday, October 23rd, again at 6 o'clock p.m. at Bowen's Hideaway. Larry Noel will face off against Mikey on Thursday, October 24th at the Goldfish Slots and Bar. Stay tuned for more updates and match highlights as the 10-ball nationals continues to heat up. The 14th annual Carp Waggy T Super Knockout Football Tournament kicks off this Saturday. Originally, it was scheduled for last Saturday, but organizers were forced to make the change following the announcement by the Prime Minister and a subsequent statement from the Royal Grenada Police Force regarding the revocation of permission granted for the use of amplified sound at public events. Match Day 1 will feature a doubleheader inside Victoria Park in St. Andrew. Game 1 will feature Unlaced Authentic Sneaker Store SAFL battling Sunjets United, while the late game will see Hard Rock Ballers lacing up against Class Herb Roots. Managing Director of Megaforce Promotion Wayne Redhead has expressed excitement in the fact the Carriacou will be participating for the first time. A total of 28 teams have been registered in 2024, consistent with previous years. The entertainment package, according to Redhead, will be a major buzz. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Motley, has once again addressed what she sees as continued victimization of Cuba, and she's announced a Barbados initiative to help Cuba. Prime Minister Motley made the announcement during a speech delivered on Saturday at the Barbados Labour Party's annual conference.
I want Barbadians today to reflect and ask who would have helped us if the 100 nurses and doctors did not come in the height of COVID. And I feel we have a moral duty to find out what goods Cuba can supply us, what we can buy from them, and equally what we can put together every month in whatever little way we can in a bank account that they will ask the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to establish to show the solidarity and gratitude of the Barbadian people to the people of Cuba. Ambassador, please let your president, my brother, know that the continued declaration of Cuba as a state sponsor of terrorism is an act against the people of Cuba, but also the people of the Caribbean civilization. And we will not stand idly by quiet, and we will not stand idly by and do nothing. Whatever little we have, we shall ensure we share with you and your people as you have done with us and the people of Africa for the last 50, 60 years.
Legal professionals from across the Eastern Caribbean gathered in St. Lucia for the 18th Regional Law Conference of the OECS Bar Association. The event sets the stage for a dynamic exchange of ideas and advancements, promising key discussions on the future of law and justice in the region.
The opening ceremony of the 18th Regional Law Conference of the OECS Bar Association was held on Thursday, October 17th, at the Sandals Grand Resort to a packed room of legal luminaries from across the Eastern Caribbean region. Welcome remarks were delivered by Jean M. Dyer, President of the OECS Bar Association and Law Conference Coordinator.
We have a number of interesting topics, and I think they're timely discussions which will be held by experts in their respective fields. On the second day, for the first time, we're going to have an interactive practical workshop which would focus on various areas of practice management, advocacy, AI, and anti-money laundering compliance.
A distinguished panel of speakers was present to address the gathering, with Chief Justice of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, Mario Mitchell, leading the charge. Justice Mitchell regaled the audience with historical footnotes on the interesting rise of the OECS Bar Association.
Despite its inauspicious beginning, the OECS Bar Association has taken its space in the arena of regional professional organizations and, moreover, has developed and nearly perfected its signature activity, the Regional Law Conference, which, when declared open in a short while, will be its 18th edition. Madam Chair, the OECS Regional Law Conference has over the years become an integral part of continuing and enhancing the legal education of Eastern Caribbean legal professionals and keeping them abreast of new developments in the law, including the new modalities in which law is practiced in the digital age.
With the U.S. presidential vote just weeks away, election officials are preparing for potential intimidation and threats against poll workers. More than half of voting officials surveyed said they were concerned about violence, and about 90% of polling stations have increased security.
In a crucial swing state undergo training on voting machinery and how to assist voters with their ballots. This is Maricopa County, Arizona, which includes Phoenix, the state's largest city. In 2020, hundreds of angry supporters of then-President Donald Trump formed a threatening mob outside the county's main vote tabulation center after Trump narrowly lost the state.
It was a harrowing situation for a couple of evenings, seeing people with long rifles, armed protesters outside of what is supposed to be the most civil of civil activities.
Today, a tall metal fence surrounds the county tabulation center, and officials coordinate closely with local police. But Flores says the threat remains.
The biggest challenge that we have in this country is elected officials and candidates lying about the outcome of elections and the integrity of our election systems.
We toured the tabulation center where staff are preparing for Election Day behind thick glass walls.
This is our warehouse. This is basically the lifeblood of all the vote centers that we have going on.
3,500 full-time and temporary workers are already busy as the big day approaches. Maricopa County is one of the largest single election jurisdictions in the entire United States, and it's become the epicenter for misleading claims of voter fraud, conspiracy theories, and threats against election workers and officials. Or senior county official Bill Gates, a lifelong Republican, was subjected to a torrent of hate.
People would make phone calls, leaving voicemails, threatening to kill us, awful threats on social media. I've always been proud to, have pictures of my family on social media, just awful, vile threats, comments about our daughters.
Gates, who is leaving public service soon after 15 years in elected office, has a warning.
I believe that we can't keep this up at this level for a prolonged period of time. It's not sustainable in a democracy.
Men and women like these are the unsung heroes of U.S. democracy. That they must labor now under threat of violence is what many say a shame upon the country. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Phoenix.
And that's what's been happening around our region and wider globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. GUT members assemble following reports that more teachers did not receive their fortnight salary payment. Controversy mars National Heroes Day ceremony, and government plans to build a shrine at Fort George for the victims of October 19, 1983. In regional news, Prime Minister Mia Mottley announces Barbados' initiative to help Cuba, while internationally, U.S. election threats, officials make plans to avoid intimidation. And in sports, first round of 10 balls national match is played, while Afi Fletcher sets new bowling record. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow night.